Hey there everyone, welcome back to my channel. Once again, this is Mac. So, for those who have already subscribed to my channel, once again, as always, thank you very kindly for that great and awesome type of support to my channel. That type of support does help my channel to grow and become bigger in the long run of things. To those who are new to my channel, definitely a warm welcome to all of you. To those who are tuning into my channel for the first time, please and thank you very kindly. Do hit the like, subscribe, notification button for more upcoming videos such as these. Now, on the whole side note of things, I'm pretty much what I'm doing right now, and I hope all of you are doing all right so far. Now, this is a topic I haven't touched base on in a long while. And well, I haven't spoken about it since, I haven't spoken about it. Well, I've spoken about it like on and off a little bit. I know, like off of like a Star Wars game, Jedi: The Fallen Order. I've touched base on that topic, a little bit of that, not to mention like very mildly on Terminator Resistance. Now, provided if like I'm able to say like say a few words about it, and provided like YouTube doesn't censor nor ban as to what I'm about to say about the topic. Well, it's the coronavirus / COVID-19. I don't have any updated information about the virus, but considering it is and has affected the entire world of which all of us live in and has affected our daily lives each and every single day. Well, let's face the facts as it is. Although I'm doing great, and I do hope all of you are doing great, in a realistic sense, these are not great times which we are living in. Well, excuse a bit of my very, very mild type of little profanity terms, but I'm pretty sure all of you would most likely have heard much worse than what I'm about to say. But all the same, these are just unbelievable, shitty, crazy, and just stupid-ass, oppressed times we are unfortunately living in. Well, I for sure as hell hope one day that will change for the better. Hope so, anyways. Well, anyways, so far, in this gameplay commentary / walkthrough video, it's the continuation of the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and that means moving forward from an undercover sneaky type of a mission to a full frontal guns blazing type of a mission. So let's go on ahead and move on first into a safe house for a briefing.
It's about time. Been waiting for your call.
They caused a hell of a mess in Moscow. Was it worth it?
Adler managed to get the list of sleeper agent names, despite himself. He's got balls, I'll give him that.
Bell did well.
Seemingly. But I think that team is getting too comfortable. They're acting like they know who they're dealing with.
Perhaps.
Turns out, one of those sleeper agents is tied to Operation Greenlight. Theodore Hastings. He's a nuclear engineer based out of Salt Lake City.
And you believe Hastings is the one he'll activate?
Exactly. Total surveillance is already underway. It's only a matter of time before he leads us straight to Perseus.
This is it. The recent movements of Theodore Hastings has led us here. Cuba. Right in our backyard.
A vacant government facility in the Cuban countryside has become a hub of activity for Perseus, and the likely location of the stolen nuke.
No doubt Castro allowed it.
$20 to anyone who can bring him down before me.
Who? Castro or Perseus?
Whoever.
We are not gonna let him move this nuke inside the States. It's time to take down Perseus, once and for all.
Team, wrap up any unfinished business. Once we strike, there's no turning back.
Woods. Don't get any bright ideas over there.
Yeah, you've got my sure as shit guarantee, Hudson.
What's up?
I need a few minutes of your time to discuss something.
You available?
In private.
You ready?
Let's talk.
You look ready.
Yeah.
How's the rust on your Spanish?
I can pass easily in Spain. In Havana, they'll have to bring her as soon as I open my mouth.
Feels nice. I think I'm ready to ruin someone's day.
How about we grab a bite to eat on the way out, eh? Get properly fueled up.
Ooh, before a fight? Nah. If I'm going on the attack, I need to be hungry. Like a predator. Come on. Let's get this baby sighted in.
Fellas gotta eat.
Hey, I like the bladed marksman's trigger. Nice touch.
Doing a quarter-pound pool, just how you like it. I could go for 2 quarter-pound hamburgers right now.
Is this polymer or aluminum?
Man, some fries.
Of course it's Cuba.
All right then. Now, since we already had taken Bell into the whole type of briefing area, and well, concerning the fact there was much going on between the whole part of let's see here, Elazar and Lawrence, they both went this way, grabbed this new type of sniper rifle, and well, they just went somewhere. I'm not too sure where exactly offhand, but I know that Elazar was quite hungry. They already have taken off that way. As for both Adler and Park, they were chatting away here, and they took off into that room. What are they in that room for? Couldn't tell you. But I do know they happened to dropped this type of sheet of paper. Now, this is the sheet of paper that I had mentioned about that on a separate video that I did mention that we were going to get into this sheet of paper a little bit later. Guess what? This is later. This is in the now, so we'll have a quick little look at this. This is kind of providing a little hint about something. March 11th. Unusual long submersion period this morning. Perhaps exhaustion, sticking with the usual routine despite A's insistence. Framework seems reasonably intact considering the circumstances. March 12th, lower dosage today. A doesn't need to know. Health, mental, and physical is an ongoing priority whether he agrees or not. And for those who have played this game, you already know what that's about. To those who haven't played this before, this is in relation to Bell here. So as those two are just chatting it up over there, and the other two already had took off that way. So what we're going to do here, just for the hell of things, is chat things up with both Jason Hudson here, Alex Mason, and Frank Woods. Frankie here. Let's go ahead.
Hold on. Make it quick. I'm busy. Indeed it did. Our insider delivered in a big way. As for you, the baseline expectation around here is to surpass every expectation. So from the bottom of my ass, welcome to the team. I'm not in the business of discussing my personal views on team members to subordinates. Anything else? Plan A is Agent Azoulay. We didn't pick Lazar for his charisma. He's an expert in bomb defusal. If it's live and he can't disarm it, you're still gonna get that nuke out of there. Bring a change of pants. Negative. Even at this size, Perseus could catch our scent on the wind and try to relocate. In this scenario, less is more. It's as good as it's gonna get. The intelligence community has spent years trying to track Perseus to a concrete location. This guy lives between the lines of recorded history. Nothing would put a bigger smile on my face than you personally putting him down. The projector's in the back corner if you need to go over any details from the briefing. I'm back. Go on.
Okay, now that we're done talking to this guy here, let's make our way towards the whole so-called, well, they're not exactly so-called Batman or Robin, but at the same time, let's go ahead and chat it up with the duo here.
Look alive. It's Adler's protege.
Bell.
Are you fucking serious right now?
Don't get him started.
Nah. Hold on. Let me set the record straight.
Here we go.
So yeah, Castro and I have some history between us. I had the opportunity to off the man, but our intel was flubbed. That sent a tidal wave of shit all the way up to DC. So if I find out that Perseus is in cahoots with Castro, and Hudson happens to find one of my bullets in Fidel's head, well, I say chalk it up to collateral damage.
Huh. Kept it under 5 minutes. I was expecting a diatribe. No, we were after a different spying case on. Huh, that's right. Our team was right next to Adler's when we touched down in Way City.
That's also the first time I had the misfortune of meeting Hudson. In all those years, nothing's changed. He still has the personality of a wet fucking blanket. Yeah, well, you just snuck into the KGB with Adler, hacked their database, and got out in one piece. And I'll be going in with my boy here. If I were Perseus, I'd be running for the hills.
And I'd be calling in a mortar strike on that hill. Yeah, for Adler, it's a culmination of 3 decades of meticulous tracking. He'll probably be extra pissy on this mission. I advise you to stay focused and drop the nostalgia.
Look, you better buck up, buddy. Adler's gonna want you more committed than a grenade without its pin. Yep.
Later, Bell.
Alright, so that was both Alex and Frankie here. I would have continued on with the conversation, but I don't know if it's the whole Marine training in itself or not, but he kind of... Frankie right here looks like the kind of guy that gets triggered off excessively way beyond too quick. It's like a lot of people have a longer fuse than he does. Okay, so... as you can tell, a couple of vans inside here, and we just finished having like a little briefing here. And the film projector in itself. I'm guessing that's the bomb that Lazar is going to try and defuse. More details about that, I'm guessing. Yep, that's the area we're going to be going into. And the United States of America map. Down there looks like half of Mexico, and just above that small dotted line along over here, believe it or not, is my country, Canada. And here's a really interesting comical part of things. Well, it's the interesting part anyway. I know if I have a few friends of mine who were born and raised in this country of the United States. One person was born in Mexico, but he was raised in this country of America, more specifically in state of California and mainly in LA. And that's the same guy that I had mentioned about once in the whole type of commentary gameplay version of the walkthrough of Terminator Resistance. Like I said, good buddy of mine. And another guy that I know that just up there is the state of Washington, where he was born and raised there, and he pretty much had served. He pretty much had an employment up there and served as a police officer in that state. So anyway, we'll just continue on here. Now, the evidence board.
You can ask that.
Now, this is the mission right in the center here we're going to be focusing on, which is end of the line. And that is the whole part where it says the movement of Theodore Hastings, the key sleeper agent sought by Perseus, led to Cuba. Just south of Havana, Perseus apparently set up a facility for an unknown purpose. It appeared Perseus required Hastings to utilize the Greenlight nuclear device he had stolen in Germany. So I guess this is a 1960s type of shot of Perseus. Yet already in the early 1980s, he looks at now a little bit older. Photo of airfield. Huh. And the whole bloody dossier that we picked, that apparently Bell had picked up in the one mission called Fractured Jaw. I think those photos were in Brick in the Wall. And obviously this definitely was in Desperate Measures. So, now prior to going any further, onto the mission details here and so on. Now, just to show you, pretty much just to show you all this one game clip I did get from the mission Brick in the Wall, and within one shot within the whole gameplay frame, I'm pretty sure you do recognize these two Black Ops Cold War characters, such as these.
What do you think, Lazar?
Sounds like Volkov owns Krause's briefcase. We should place a tracker in it. The case will lead us straight to Volkov.
One of us can sneak into Krause's apartment. Avoiding Krause and his wife might be the greater challenge.
Bell volunteers.
Yes. Damon Daob's character, Lazar Azoulay, and Lily Coles' character, Helen Park. So, why would I mention those two? Well, good question. The reason being is, on this mission here, end of the line, you'll begin the mission with those two right off the hop.
Adler's late.
No, love, we're early. Adler should be checking in right about...
Park, we're in position.
Copy that. We're moving to flank.
And for the most part, within this mission, as Bruce Thomas's character Russell Adler would say, you'll be going in head-on into this mission hard and fast, alongside those two characters.
All teams, we do this fast and loud. Find Hastings, grab the nuke, get the hell out. Woods, light up this joint. About fucking time.
Go, go, go!
So instead of you going into this mission all undercover and sneaky like, this mission here, you are going in all guns blazing. Sniping your targets out. And I'm sure all of you know who this guy is.
I'm in front of the prison camp.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Yes, this man right here, who is a top-notch expert in military warfare and infiltration. Another tactical feature which he is a top-notch expert in, which is the Metal Gear Solid version of CQC. Close quarters combat. Much like Snake / Big Boss's close quarters combat, CQC tactics that he uses in a Metal Gear Solid game like this, you have that tactical option of executing those combat tactics like that on here as well, which is always, like the cool and nice feature to have, especially when the enemy is very close to you and within arm's reach. And just to give off more detail about this mission.
There. Hold it. Adler, we have eyes on the nuclear device. Bloody hell. Someone's killing the scientists. Second floor, room 27B.
Yes. Perseus is on site. Hence why you are hardcore rushing in hard and fast to try and get this guy. Okay. Let's see if I'm at a good angle here. I'm just going to be doing something here to kind of show all of you something here. Okay, now, by the way, prior to getting the mission started, I will need to show all of you something. Well, for moments like these with any game, well, they're not great nor pleasant to talk about, especially to deal with. In this game, it's a bit of a big deal, but not too bad, because it is, after all, just a game. But I'm pretty sure in real life, when like real life type of armed forces and agencies and so on, they go through this all the time, and it's not that great. But I will talk about this just to get you all mentally prepared as to what's going to happen and what all of you are going to have to get mentally prepared for. Now, for what I'm about to do, I'm going to switch and change, pretty much change the room around within this safe house here. Hopefully this is good enough angle. Okay. Now, I'm sure all of you do recall when Bell, Adler, Park, Sims, and Azoulay came into this safe house for the first time prior to a mission briefing and the mission Fracture Jaw.
Bell, welcome to West Berlin. We've got a job to do. Park.
Adler. Bell.
Okay, considering I'm going to change things around by bringing those four characters back into this area here, that's going to imply I'm going to take us back to...
I'm going to need to process some of these old negatives.
You can hit that whenever you're ready. The dark room's mostly functional. Just waiting on a couple more deliveries to finish it up.
Here. So, as you can tell, I had already managed to clearly bring us back in time to this moment right here, and that's also going to imply that the room has been changed around, as you can already tell. So as you already can see, no trucks. Well, actually, I should say no vans of any kind. No Alex Mason. No Frank Woods. No Jason Hudson. And all the other chairs or whatever the hell they were sitting on, it's all disappeared. And I managed to bring these type of four characters, as you can see in this whole type of wide shot. These two characters right here, brought them out of that room of which they were in, and brought both Bruce's character, Russell Adler, Lily's character, Helen Park, and the other two characters that had taken off that way. Now I've already managed to bring them back into their little place over here. So obviously that's going to imply Damon's character, Eleazar Lazar Azoulay, is back in this little spot here, and Reggie Watkins, which plays Lauren Sims, is back over here. So as you can tell, All four of them are back in their original spot when you first began, when you first get into this safe house here, prior to hitting off the mission Fractured Jaw. But obviously, as it is, that's not the main focus of this mission. So, now, why would I bring, why would I bring all of us back over here? Okay. I'm not gonna lie, that's a good question. Okay, so now, pardon me. Before I do elaborating further as to why, I'm just gonna go ahead and show all of you a few clips in relations to this, because all the clips which I'm about to show you, they're all linked. They're all connected. To some of you who have already played this before, you already know what's going to happen. To those who have not, again, this is going to get pretty much the reason why I'm about to show all of you this, about to explain all of you about this, is because it's going to pretty much give off and kind of promote the whole part of the whole mental preparations or mental awareness as to what will happen. I'm pretty sure no one really likes to go through all this, and in fact, if anything, I can also pretty much imagine that even various types of forms of other type of foreign, type of military and law enforcement type of agencies don't really like going through this, because it can be quite over-traumatizing, and it's one of those terrible things. But unfortunately, it's one of those type of terrible type of events that, it can happen. Now, before I go any further, pardon me, before I go any further here, I'm going to play, I'm going to pretty much be playing all of you here. The first clip I'm going to show all of you, it's a 4-second clip. This clip here comes from one of my videos. And if YouTube wants to do a bit of a background check or something like that, for the hell of things, that's up to them. They will be able to confirm that this clip here belongs to me. And pretty much I decided to record this type of a gameplay type of clip just to make things a little easier, instead of just kind of going through the process and retrieving the hardware or something like that. But anyways, about to show all of you a 4-second clip. This gameplay type of clip is from Batman Arkham Knight. Now, without hopefully giving too much away, this clip here, the whole game characters that's inside the whole Batman Arkham Knight, you'll pretty much will be seeing Scarecrow, as in Dr. Crane. Dr. Crane, which is Scarecrow. The Joker, which in the whole part of the old comics, apparently his name is Jack Napier. And Oracle, also formerly known as the Batgirl, which is Barbara Gordon, Jim Gordon's kid, his daughter. Well, obviously, as it is, Batman, Bruce Wayne, Batman himself, he will be within that type of room with them, but at the same time, the whole camera pans into a first person type of view, like Bell here. So you won't be seeing Batman in a third person view. You won't be seeing his outfit, nothing like that. What you'll be seeing here is, like I said, for the 3 characters in the first person view, you either may or may not see Scarecrow from any part of the angles of the screen, but definitely you will see Barbara Gordon and the Joker within the 4-second type of a clip. This clip involves Barbara Gordon. She got dosed with these type of nasty chemicals by Scarecrow. She looks at her buddy Batman, thinks he's some kind of hideous creature. She goes into a freak out kind of mode, and she ends up grabbing a handgun that's rather similar to what Damon's character Lazar has. Now, I can't really say if it's a 45 automatic or 9mm 1911, but the whole handgun, the gun frame is rather similar to what he has right there. And what Barbara Gordon does is that she ends up, well, she does grab the gun because she's fearing for her life as to what the hideous creature is going to do to her, but it's actually Batman that she's really looking at. Now again, not going to give off too much away. You're probably thinking, why would I show you this? But I will explain in about a few minutes or so as to why I just finished showing all of you that. But again, this is the whole part of the 4-second clip that it's one of those really saddening type of events that Barbara Gordon ends up doing, or rather, it's kind of some kind of illusion that Batman sees. But like I said before, everything's all going to connect what I'm about to show you here. Just have a look at this clip here, and I'll explain as to why I just finished showing all of you that. Yes, that's the whole saddening part right there. And that's from, once again, within Batman Arkham Knight, that Barbara Gordon ends up taking that handgun. She puts it towards her head, and well, of course, they're not going to show the whole specific little gory details as to what she had done to herself because Joker walked into frame and kind of masked that part, and Barbara Gordon did herself in. Now, the reason being as to why I had shown that is because, now, am I implying that one of these COD characters here, are they going to do the same thing, grab a gun of some kind and end their lives that way? No. That is not at all what I'm implying at all. But one thing I am implying is that there is going to be an unfortunate, rather bit of a saddening type of a sacrifice that's going to happen. Not a meaningless type of a saddening kind of sacrifice, but it is one of those. It's one of those type of selfless, honorable type of sacrifice. And just to kind of give you a bit of a more clue in depth as to what I'm talking about. Now, one moment here. Okay, so here is a combined type of a movie clip I'm going to show all of you. This is from the first Matrix film. And within this Matrix film here, of course, I'm pretty sure all of you know it's going to be involved the 5 actors, which I'm going to show all of you, which is Keanu Reeves, who plays Neo, Gloria Foster, who plays Oracle, Lawrence Fishburne, who plays Morpheus, Hugo Weaving, who plays Agent Smith, and Marcus Chung, who plays Tank. Now, just watch this one clip that I'm about to show you. This whole combined type of separate clips that I've combined together in the first Matrix film, that Oracle, played by Gloria Foster, chats with Keanu Reeves' character Neo into the whole part as to what's going to happen into the whole future after Neo leaves the apartment where the Oracle is. And the Oracle ends up telling Neo about the whole part that, pretty much she ends up giving, the character Neo some really bad news as to what will happen. that the whole saddening part about the whole news is that once he gets into that whole moment, he's going to have to make a choice. It's going to be one of those upcoming saddening type of choices, but it's a choice that's going to come about, and it's going to be one of those unpredictable ones that you're going to have to make a choice regardless. Anyways, here is the combined clips from the first Matrix film.
What? You're going to have to make a choice. In the one hand, you'll have Morpheus's life. And in the other hand, you'll have your own. One of you is going to die. Which one will be up to you.
So once again, that was from the first Matrix film, and I'm pretty sure all of you would have seen that already. Yes, that was the whole part of what Gloria Foster's character, Oracle, was conversing with Keanu Reeves' character Neo about the whole part of what's going to happen. She pretty much explains that you're going to have Morpheus' life, and he's going to have his own life. And he's going to have to make a choice as to which one lives and which one dies. Now, the reason why I mentioned that, okay? The reason why I mention that is because once you're on that mission, which is end of the line, that whole moment in time is going to come about when you do end up when you're end up like fighting into that building in broad daylight against those terrorists, and you're trying to get to Perseus. There's going to come a time that once you do get onto the roof, like in this clip here.
We got bigger problems. Lock down. Don't wait for us. Prep for Skyhook.
This is ground team. Confirm you have visual.
Something terrible and tragic is going to happen. It's not gonna be pretty. You're not gonna like it, but unfortunately, this will inevitably happen. Once you, Park, and Lazar get onto the rooftop, all three of you will be under very heated, heavy attack. Now, and once all three of you, are onto the rooftop and defending yourself until you do get a chance to escape, to get that exfil. Well, prior to the chance of the whole exfil, out of these 4 characters here that you see in this whole little type of wide shot type of angle here, pretty much like out of these 4 characters, 2 COD characters out of these 4 here, their lives will be in terrible danger. Their lives will hang in the balance. Now, what do I mean by that? Okay, good question. Something terrible will happen to all 3 characters. I know I did mention 2 out of 4. Where does this 3rd character come into this? Okay, well, not a problem. I can explain that. It's all good from here. The 3 characters which I'm referring to which I have hinted off before, already, which are Bell here, as in you, the player. Lazar Azoulay. Yes, so-called Revolver Ocelot over here. I'm pretty sure all of you would have seen him. He was like always spinning his guns, like spinning his handgun. I don't know if he's gonna do it again. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and move on here. I don't want to wait too long. And all the COD players' so-called favorite MI6 girl, Helen Park. Guess I'll just kind of angle myself over here again. Because, well, the focus is on this guy right here and those two in the shot here. No, not including Reggie's character, Lawrence Sims. Pardon me. Now, what's going to happen to them while they are on the rooftop defending themselves prior to an exfil? Okay, that part, I'm going to show all of you a few clips in relation to that. In each of these clips, I'm going to slow down a few points in time to show all of you, all of you will have that strong type of predictable awareness as to what's going to happen, and the whole alertness as to what you will need to prepare for the next move. Okay, now get ready for the first clip.
Take cover!
Shit.
Now, according to the first clip, as Bell here was preparing himself for that exfil and harnessing himself up, there was already a terrorist, as you can tell in that clip there. There was already a terrorist there from a far distance away with a rocket launcher. By the time both Lazar and Park discovered the terrorist with that rocket launcher, that terrorist was already in position and fired off that rocket launcher at all three of those characters. This moment in time, in my perspective, and I'm sure in both Park and Lazar, that's going to be like an unpredictable moment which will catch all three of them off guard. Since that rocket launcher is coming at them hard and fast, and all three of them have only seconds, if not, obviously in a realistic sense, microseconds, to move their asses out of the way and seek cover from that incoming attack. Once that rocket launcher hits them, well, I'm sure we all can imagine the impact once it does hit all three of them.
Take cover!
Shit.
Yep. That's the unpredictable and caught off guard moment in time I was talking about. Now, unfortunately, since all three have been hit and impacted with that rocket launcher attack, now this is the terrible and saddening part right here, which every player is going to experience and be impacted with. This moment in time is going to suck. No one is going to like this at all. But once you do get hit with that blast, unfortunately, you will be impacted with this.
team.
My legs.
Contact at T-minus 10, 9,
The harness!
8, 7,
Move
6,
your ass, Bell.
5,
We're nearly out of time!
3, 2.
Yep. That's the part right there. That's the moment in time you are not going to like. But you are going to be impacted with. And just like that movie clip from the first Matrix film, when Gloria Foster's character Oracle explains the whole part of the harsh choice that Keanu Reeves' character Neo is going to have to make.
What?
You're going to have to make a choice. In the one hand, you'll have Morpheus's life. And in the other hand, you'll have your own. One of you is going to die. Which one will be up to you.
Yep. Just like that example from the first Matrix film, especially in that life and death situation. You will need to make a choice. And to put it the same way as Gloria Foster's character, Oracle, on one hand, you'll be able to save Park's life. But sacrifice Lazar.
6,
Move your ass, Bell.
5.
On the other hand, you'll have the option to save Lazar's life. But sacrifice Helen.
We're nearly out of time!
3, 2, 1.
You look like shit. Or were you always that ugly? Oh. Hey. Thanks for... back there. Saved my ass. Maybe you're one of us after all. No matter what happens, I never forget the people I owe.
Sims.
How did the cleanup in Havana go?
We were able to recover Agent Park's body from the compound in Cuba. President Reagan personally reached out to her family, and her casket's in transit to London.
We've spoken to MI6. They're understandably displeased. We owe them one.
Lazar Azoulay is recovering from his injuries in Tel Aviv. He'll return to the agency in good time. Pursuit of Perseus is personal for him now.
What about the rest of the team?
They got off Solovetsky before the Soviets could send in forces to investigate. We'll take some time to heal up, then it's back to work.
Helen Park or Lazar Azoulay. I swear he keeps missing that. Anyway, sorry, a little bit, just mildly sidetracked, a little bit, nothing too serious. One of them is going to die. Which one? That will be up to you. Now, do keep in mind, although you will need to make a choice as to who gets saved and who gets sacrificed, you don't have much time to carefully decide either. In other words, if you don't decide within the time limit, this is what will happen.
We're nearly out of time.
3, 2, 1.
Looks like you were one of the lucky ones out there. Well, we're not gonna lose these two for nothing. Going for broke here, Bell. Putting all our chips on the table. You need to stay on point for this. Sharp. Focused.
That's exactly what will happen. You take too long, Bell, right here, gets yanked out of there, and that's when Reggie's character, Lawrence Sims, he ends up talking to you about the whole situation as to what you lost and so on. Now, I don't necessarily mean to talk like this character here.
Do or do not. There is no try.
But in this game here, the option to save them both, you will not have. The chance to save one of them, you only have. All the time in the world to choose carefully as to which one will be saved. That you do not have. Need to hurry within that moment to choose one. That you will have to. Any other promising alternatives, unfortunately, that you will not have. Well, hey, I'm sorry not to so-called talk like Yoda or anything, but just getting the whole point across that some things you will have, and once you're in that kind of, you're forced into that type of uncomfortable position, it's kind of like, well, you will have to make a choice, and unfortunately, you don't have a lot of options, and you're going to have to make the best out of what you can do. Okay, now, since I have been pretty much back here long enough and talking about these four characters here, mainly Lazar and this MI6 cutie, Helen Park. Let's see if I can get myself back in position here. And, okay. So that is pretty much going to mean that we'll now go ahead and jump forward into that, into that other type of setting and briefing that Bella here was. And come back here into this part of the time here. So, as you can tell by the whole room settings, Damon's character Lazar and Reggie's character Lawrence, they already had taken off that way a long time ago. And Bruce's character Russell, his whole desk or whatever is not here. It's been shifted out of the way. And Lily's character Helen is not sitting at her desk or anything like that. Again, the whole setting is back the way it was. They're in this part of the whole little room right here. I heard something about a large increase in coded messages or something like that from Bruce's character Adler.
Of course.
It'd be nice if I could hear what the hell they're talking about.
Well. Hope it was worth it.
Okay, I'm not gonna really spend too much time with that. So as you can tell, everything, like I said, all the settings are pretty much back the way they were. The two vans are back, including Alex and Frankie here are back, and including Jason is back nearby that television screen, and he's talking on to that whole, I'm guessing the whole 1980s version of that cell phone right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and kick things off and get things started. So we pretty much had already looked at all of the type of evidence on here as it is. And I'm pretty sure I've already read the whole summarized information upon this mission here. The movements of Theodore Hastings, the key sleeper agent sought by Perseus, and like I said, I'm pretty sure I read all this. Alright, let's go ahead and kick this off.
Hastings left Salt Lake City. We tracked his movements all the way to Cuba. We have to assume Perseus moved the nuke there.
Langley believes Castro could help Perseus smuggle it into the U.S. in exchange for a peek at the hardware, of course.
That isn't gonna happen.
What's the plan?
The last read we have on Hastings came from 30 miles south of Havana. We suspect Perseus is using an abandoned compound there to hold the nuke. They're working under the radar, so expect moderate security.
I say we smash and grab. Parachute in, grab the nuke, skyhook out.
And what if the nuke isn't there?
It's there. The only reason Perseus needs Hastings in Cuba is to prepare it for arming and detonation.
There you have it. Hudson will arrange our exfil while we're en route. If everyone's ready, let's move out.
Adler's late.
No, love, we're early. Adler should be checking in right about...
Park, we're in position.
Copy that. We're moving to flank.
Alright, we got a job to do.
All teams, we do this fast and loud. Find Hastings, grab the nuke, get the hell out. Woods, light up this joint. About fucking time.
Go, go, go! Do the honors, Bell.
Like fucking clockwork. All teams fan out. Advance to the main gate. Enemy fire. Second floor.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Damn it.
Finding cover. Gun turrets are clear. Move up, move up. Push up.
That'd be freaking cleared. Damn it.
Moving. How you like that?
Would prefer one with a scope personally. That'll do it. Give me something to shoot at here. Those guys were easy though. Gotcha. Gotcha. Son of a mother. Gotcha. 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 All right.
Take your men around back.
Copy that. Let's go.
Well, that was crazy as hell. No. Sticking with one with a scope. And I probably can't take that with me. Probably not. Okay, no big deal.
Copy.
What did these poor bastards do?
They finished their job.
They love a reward.
Spread out. Find that nuke.
Nice Uzi millimeter. Looks like something that Chuck Norris would carry with him or something. Or if not, a T-800 Terminator machine.
They've got closed circuit cameras. We could use them to
Spread
locate
out.
the nuclear bomb.
Find that
Sharp as ever.
Gotcha.
It's private, Hudson. Stay sharp.
Contact.
Bell, sweep for mines.
Yeah, give me the damn job. Okay. Is there any more I'm missing here?
Ambush!
Of course there is. Yes, a little hidden door, but that's okay. This will do just fine. Secret departments, they're always cool and kick ass, aren't they? Okay, okay. Okay, let's go.
Getting eyes on.
Gotcha. An MP5. What the hell, hey? I'm pretty sure I can probably pick up ammunition along the way. I'm gonna probably say. Yep. By the way, this type of submachine gun's also used in the Die Hard films.
RPG on the balcony. I need suppressive fire.
If only I had a better scope.
Lay down suppressing fire. I need suppressing fire.
Damn it, the hell? Are you serious? Gotcha. Ooh. Nice. Better scope. Okay. Oh. Mother? You little bastard. He was too far away for me to perform any kind of Call of Duty version of CQC on him anyways. Gotcha.
Lovely. This will come in handy. Mason, you missed one behind the counter.
Thanks, Park.
Keep looking. There. Hold it. Adler, we have eyes on the nuclear device. Bloody hell. Someone's killing the scientists. Second floor, room 27B. Second floor, center room. Upstairs. Let's move.
Get you there, Park.
Crude, but effective.
Can't keep your eyes off me, huh, Park?
Bell used the C4.
This should be a blast.
Adler, we're moving to the second floor.
We're pinned down. Move ahead. We'll catch up.
¡Protejan el laboratorio! ¡Hombre caído! ¡Contacto! Fire.
Gotcha. Alright.
Lay down the pressing fire!
Incoming grenade! Moving up.
Let's move!
Alright. Let's just get going
Shooting
here.
at us! No! Stay away! Please, no.
Gotcha.
Voy a revisarlo. Frag out! Caído! Maniac. I'm moving.
Come on.
Caído!
Moving!
Time to switch up here.
They're really hunkered down. We must be getting close.
Take out that heavy MG!
I'm looking. Moving up.
Got you all.
Adler, we're heading inside. Lazar, man the door.
Got it, Parker.
Bell, canvass the room. Hastings, start talking.
Perseus was here. He shot us. Escaped.
Perseus would never leave his precious nuke behind.
He forced us to reverse engineer the detonation codes. They give him full access to Greenlight.
What? Are you telling me Perseus can detonate multiple nukes in Europe?
I'm so sorry.
Hastings, stay with us. How many Greenlight devices can Perseus detonate with those codes?
He can detonate all of them.
He'll wipe out half of Europe.
And blame it all on the USA. We need to find that son of a bitch, Perseus.
Time to go. No?
Contact! Chopper coming in low. It's gotta be Perseus. All teams head to the roof. Adler, we got a shit ton of reinforcements circling this compound.
Get me some cover!
Damn it, doors clear. Out of the way.
There we go. Yeah, I got a little trigger happy.
Adler, I got eyes on an HVT. South rooftop. Could be Perseus. He's climbing into a chopper. Take him out!
Out the window. Move, Bell.
This is where the fun begins.
Fuck me, the chopper got away. Fuck Perseus, we
ground team. Confirm you have visual.
Roger that, ground
Recognize
team.
this area?
Fasten your harness, cross your arms, and remember to keep your backs to the wind. Inbound in 2 minutes.
Heads up, Park. You got snipers on the roof.
Get the hell out of my way.
They're everywhere.
Controlled burst, Lazar. We're low on ammo. I think I'm ready for that.
Don't tease me, Park.
But we'll have none of that horse piss you call beer.
Fuego de supresión!
Proper drunk.
Get ready. Here they come.
Okay, you both just focus what the hell we gotta do, okay? Never mind about that. Damn it, the hell.
Getting low on ammo. Where's that plane?
1 minute. Stay focused, Lazar. I'll tell you what. When we get out of this, I fire.
Now that's something worth fighting for.
Ground team, this is Skyhook. Your zone is hot as hell. Can we lend an assist?
That will be much appreciated, Skyhook.
Roger that. Help is on the way.
Okay, come on, come on.
Roger that. Clearing the roof now. Bullseye. Firing. Good impact.
This is where the fun begins.
Good effect. Ground team, we only got enough fuel for one more pass. Be ready for extract. You will not get another chance.
Copy that, Skyhook.
I can see the plane. Park, we need to hook into the line now.
Okay,
We'll do
everyone,
it in
you
turn.
know what's gonna happen
Bell,
next.
You harness up first. We'll cover. Go!
Okay, here we go.
Take cover.
Shit. Bell?
Ground team,
My
we have
legs.
contact in T-minus 10, 9,
The harness!
8, 7, 6, 5.
And there you are, everyone. That was the whole mission. End of the line. So that's the kind of what I was talking about, was even though if you're kind of chasing after the main terrorist who is like the mastermind of the whole type of illegalized kind of operation, you know, there is a bit of a quote I had read once, and it was on a shoot 'em up game, but nothing Call of Duty related. It was off of a Terminator Resistance game, which was, well, okay, considering the fact I know these type of terrorists, they're not machines or of any kind. There are no Terminators in this, but it does kind of make you think about this type of quote, which is, the machines are destined to lose, but at what cost? Well, I'm pretty sure that kind of goes along with the whole trade enough as it is that even though if you want to win at something, or win at a war, or win at a certain battle of some kind, there's always going to be a cost to something. And if there's no cost to anything, well, count your blessings and consider yourself to be ultra lucky. But unfortunately, I'm pretty sure in a realistic sense, it's not going to necessarily always happen that way. So once again, so we were already kind of like messing around the whole Cuba briefing, and we just finished up the whole mission end of the line. So as you can tell, I made my choice. If you want to save Helen Park as well, that's up to you. If you want to save Lazar Azoulay, again, that's your call, that's your choice. I kind of needed her alive anyways because she dives into the whole type of investigation and gathers up all the intelligence. I think she does that more further in depth than Lazar does. Apparently Lazar is very good at defusing bombs, but I've already had checked, like off camera, the whole part of the end of the mission here, which is the final countdown, and you don't see Lazar, defusing any bombs of any kind. So it's like, well, that doesn't really, well, there's not much benefit to that. So once again, that is end of the line, and the next mission, well, probably the next mission I'm thinking about doing, kind of like in one shot sort of deal, maybe, is just do these three here all onto one video in one shot. Maybe, I'm not sure yet, but we'll see how that flies perhaps. But guaranteed the next one will be interrogation. That will be the next mission for sure. So, for now, I am just going to end the whole video right here. So, I hope everyone enjoyed the whole video as it is, and well, and I had to take that whole type of extra time that I needed just to get pretty much, record all the type of details and all the footage that I needed just to kind of express the whole kind of, just pretty much express the whole type of topics of which need to be expressed upon it, which need to be kind of focused some light upon. So all of you could be able to kind of take in as to the whole upcoming events as to what will happen. So, again, I understand this took a little bit more time than usual, but all the same, I very much highly do appreciate and thank each and every one of you for, being that patient, for me, so that way I could be able to kind of wrap this up. Again, it was just a whole part of kind of expressing, especially through the whole gameplay film, that all of you can be able to kind of, pretty much internalize all of this in one shot as to what you're going to be expecting. And yeah, call me a simp or anything like that, but hey, I had, saving Lily's character, Helen Park, for me was the more of a logical choice. And well, because obviously, she can dig up the whole intel as to what these guys need, and she can investigate more better and so on. I thought about choosing Lazar to keep him alive, Azoulay, but at the same time, it doesn't show him disarming a nuke or anything like that. So it's like, well, what the hell's the point of that? So I had to choose the most logical decision, okay, I might as well just go ahead, just, keep Helen Park alive then, Lily's character. So all the same, everyone, once again, thank you for tuning on into my channel. As always, thank you for kindly, very much do appreciate that. And if you, hopefully, all of you did enjoy watching this part here, the whole interesting, part of the whole artistic and epicness of it, please do hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. Share this with some of your friends. By all means, go hard at it. That too is going to always help me out, especially in the long run of things. So, like I said before, thanks for tuning into my channel once again. Here, this is Mac, and if you have any comments or questions in relation to this video here, by all means, just go ahead and throw it down to the comment section. So, I will be able to work on the next one and get that produced as soon as I can here. Until then, peace out, you all, and stay gold.